Everybody, this is Courtney Palladino. I've been in Archer Travel Evolution for 8 years. Today is September 9th of 2024. Today, I'm actually going to be talking to a prospect on the phone. So this is a live conversation. You won't be able to see the prospect. I'm just going to be talking to them on the phone. However, I will be showing you what 2 slides that I personally use when it comes to talking to my prospects on the phone. And then I'll go ahead and show you what 2 slides you can use for corporate if you were to do this. Just so you know, your gold, platinums, and your founder council members are there for you. Please don't use this way. We have corporate classes as well. I'm just showing you one of the many ways that I use when I prospect and sign up new agents. So this is going to be live, so we don't know if the person will sign up or if the person will say no thank you. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Okay, let me just pull up my email here, so at least you guys can see what 2 slides I'm going to be going over. Okay, and then let me know in the chat box for those of you who are live right now if you can see the slide on the screen. All right, perfect. All right, guys, I'm going to be calling my prospect right now. Her name is Natasha. Her name is Natasha. Hi, this is Courtney. May I speak to Natasha? Hi, Natasha. How are you today?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm actually in Las Vegas. Where are you located?
I'm in Houston, Texas.
Houston. What's the weather like over in Houston?
It's pretty hot. Storm's coming tomorrow, but it's all right.
It's all right. I'm in Vegas. It's about 101 today. We are.
It's a good day.
It's a good day. Well, usually it's like summertime. We get to about 118, 120. So it's hot, but it's not as hot. You know what? I enjoy the heat. I do enjoy it. So, tell me, Natasha, what do you currently do for work?
I am a nurse.
Are you a traveling nurse?
I am.
And you said you're tired? Is that what you said? You're tired?
Yeah.
You're tired. How long have you been a nurse?
18 years.
Wow. You know, I was a school teacher for a handful of different areas and states for 17 years. So I definitely understand that. The years and years of work to put into, and then, you know what, sometimes you wish you just even get a pat on the back for a job well done. Do you feel that way sometimes?
Yeah, it's a very thankless gig, but I'll do it anyway.
Right? It's money in. Do you have any kids? One child, how? Teenager. Oh, okay. So you've done with the baby stage.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, have I been to Houston? I know I've been to San Antonio. I really enjoy San Antonio. And I think I've been to Houston. I think I've been to Houston, Dallas, and San Antonio. I don't think I've been anywhere else. Have you been to Vegas before?
Many times. Fan favorite.
Ah, perfect. Well, we'll definitely love to go over everything with you. Is this a good time?
It is.
Okay, perfect. Because then I can definitely go into how you can get paid for all those Vegas trips. So,
Okay.
have you really looked into, I know you said before that you were really into, you know, what the travel industry really has to offer you, because I know you do your own vacations to Vegas and other places.
Yes, I do. And I've looked into a couple of companies.
Ah, a couple. Okay. Well, I would definitely love to hear your experience with those. So our company is Archer Travel, and we've been in business since 1952. So a handful of years. I personally have been with them for 8 years. Last Monday was my anniversary with the company.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, I know. I feel so old. But you know what? I have a lot of knowledge and I love to help many people. So I think, you know, between us, we can definitely get a lot done. So because we've been in the industry for so long, we do have areas where you can book many different types of places. You guys can do business travel, you can work and do sports travel, You can do religious travel, wedding travel, educational tours. You can earn money from show tickets. Do you like to go to concerts?
You know, hit or miss.
Hit or miss, yeah?
I'm a cruiser.
Ah, a cruiser. What's your favorite cruise line?
The one with the best price.
The one with the best price. So I'm gearing towards right now more Virgin Voyage cruise line. And just because they're an adults only cruise.
Okay.
And so I'm like, oh, wow, this is fantastic. I love it. So yes, you can get paid from all of your hotel stays, your cruise, all your cruise fares, your hotel and flight packages, all inclusive car rentals, sporting events, theme parks. So honestly, Natasha, when people ask me, do I have this? Do I have that? You know what I tell them? I tell them I have access to the world. That's what I have access to. So even with you and your family, you can actually book the trip and make your own money back. And you get travel agent rates with them too on a handful of our companies that we work with.
Nice.
So you do get perks with it too. Like for example, have you heard of Princess Cruise Line?
Yes.
So Princess Cruise Line wants you to know more about them. Like I know you've heard of them, you may have been on one, but they want you to really dig deep. So they'll actually there's a training for you to do at your own time, and you get a cruise for 2. So with the cruise for 2, you're only paying for the port fees and taxes. The cabin cost is complimentary.
Just for doing the training.
Yes, just for doing the training. Cunard Cruise Line does the same thing, and not a lot of people know about Cunard, but Cunard Cruise Line does the same thing.
Okay.
And a handful of other cruises give you the travel agent rates. You're not having to pay full cost. So now you can go on your cruises with your family and not to pay the full cost.
Very nice.
You also do get Disney perks as well. Have you guys been to Disney before?
Just once. It wasn't a fan favorite, but I mean, we've been.
Okay, so if you ever want to go again, you can. It's just like Princess, do the training, get a Disney tickets.
Okay.
And same thing, Universal Studios, do the training, get a Universal tickets.
I'll be like that one.
Yeah, I'm not a ride person, you know, I'm actually afraid of roller coasters. It is not my thing. I'd rather be on the ground. I will sit and watch you guys and take lots of pictures of you, Natasha, and I'll be like, I'll be waiting here for you. Can I go get some popcorn? We can do it together. So even with your hotel stays, you get to earn points towards your hotel stays. Have you used Marriott and Hilton before?
Yes.
So I know with Marriott and Hilton and a couple other hotels, you do get points with them. Now, you said you've been to Las Vegas. Now, I know not all Las Vegas hotels give you points, correct?
Right.
Okay, so what Las Vegas Tourism Board does is when you plug in the booking number through the Las Vegas Tourism Board, they actually give you points.
Okay.
So that means when you accumulate points with the Las Vegas Tourism Board or even Jamaica, the Jamaica Tourism Board, you can earn points and then you can take your family and you can come back to Vegas.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Yeah, so even if you book for let's just say you book for the neighbor down the streets, you can take their booking number, you plug it into the tourism board and you start earning points.
Fantastic.
So we do have suppliers that do that. So then, you know what? You're doing all the work. We're not just paying you, we're also giving you points too. Now, it sounds like you'd like to go places, so I think I'm going to tell you about FAM trips. FAM, FAM trips. Now, a FAM trip, Natasha, is a familiarization trip. We obviously want you to be a product of the product. So you get to go to USA locations and international locations for either free, discounted, or you're just paying for a flight. How does that sound? Right? For example, there are FAM trips to Arizona. There are FAM trips to India. There are FAM trips to Thailand. I have an invite to go to Bali. for a fam trip, $600 for 6 days.
What?
Yep, you're just paying, you have to pay for the flight, but they give you the full itinerary.
Sure.
And the email says that I can invite about 30 extra people and they'll pay me commission on all those people. So really the goal, right? The goal is really to get my flight taken care of. That's the goal.
Okay. Right.
So then the entire trip is free. So when it comes to our payment, we do pay you 80% commission on all of your trips for yourself and all of your trips that you book for other people. So
Okay, because I was looking at Intel and Intel pays 70, so that's good.
yes, they do pay 70. They do. So yes, we definitely pay that extra 10%. Can I send you a screenshot? I'm a visual person. I don't know if you are.
That's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna send you a screenshot here. Let me know when you get the photo. I'm gonna send it to you by text. Okay. All right, perfect. Okay, so this photo is going to show you two things. It's going to show you a group cruise as if I did one for a group and then I did one for an individual. So the top one shows you that it was a 7-day cruise. There were 32 guests on this cruise at 16 cabins. PTA stands for Professional Travel Agent or Professional Travel Advisor. And like I said, our company is going to pay you 80% of the 16 that you see. So I know you book trips and cruises. Every cruise line, every hotel, every wedding, honeymoon you book, anything that you're booking for yourselves, there's a percentage in the back end. So all these companies pay percentage, and our company is going to pay you 80% of whatever their percentage is. So in this case, Royal Caribbean pays 16% here.
Okay.
And as you see, it says I'm pocketing $6,144 from this one trip. Do you do like family cruises with your entire family or maybe a girls getaway?
I do, yes.
So guess what? When you do 16 cabins, you can get a complimentary cabin. The cabin, honestly, Natasha, is just, it's worth money. That's what that cabin is worth. If it's enough money for an interior, great. If it's not, then you just take it off of the balance. So you can go. If this cruise isn't for you, you can gift it back to somebody who wanted to go. You can gift it back to somebody who brought this to you. So for example, I'm actually doing somebody's wedding cruise.
Okay.
The complimentary cabin is worth $760, which isn't enough to cover their entire balcony, but I'm taking off the $760 from their room. So instead of keeping the money, I just give it back to them.
That's very cool. Okay.
So our company breakdown is an 80-10 split. So 80% goes to you because you're going to book it, and 10% would go to myself because I'm helping you, and the other 10% goes to the company.
The parent company.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So with the other company, it would be that 70-20. So when you're really looking at companies, it's really finding out how much are you going to be earning? What's the splits?
Okay.
Now, the blue one, which is the cruise booking facts underneath it, which is a Virgin Voyage. Let's just say you and your husband or friend, you don't have a group. You just want to go on a cruise.
Right.
Now, I know I mentioned Virgin before. Now, Virgin Voyage is amazing because one, they're adults only. Leave the kids behind. And right. And then on the photograph, it says travel agent gets $512 for just the room. It's not bad, right? Get that money back if you're going. Now, what Virgin also does is they're also going to pay you if you want travel protection, they'll pay you for that. If you and your husband, let's just say, want to go swimming with the dolphins, they'll pay you to go swimming with the dolphins. Are you or your spouse somebody that likes to drink? Are you drinkers on a cruise? Well, guess what? If your husband wants to drink on the cruise, they will pay you so he can drink on the cruise. So Virgin is great because they'll not just pay you for the cabin, They'll pay for the excursions, the drink package, and the travel protection. Now you're earning more than 512.
Okay, so you receive commission on all of that.
All of that, yes.
Okay,
So that's just with Virgin. The other cruise lines, they don't do that, but that's why I really try to gear towards Virgin voyages, because you know what? They're gonna pay me more for more stuff, and more fun.
I like more money.
More money in the pocket.
Oh, Virgin, hey, Virgin might be a friend of mine.
So I love it. So I mean, we work with over 100 different company suppliers. And I know you mentioned cruises, so we have every cruise line, we have every hotel, every car rental, all of that. So you honestly get paid on everything. The percentage will be different because Sandals property, they pay 18%. Right? And then like if you do like Expedia, their percentages change. So maybe it's like a car rental, that car rental may be just like 6%, you know? So it's just gonna vary depending on what supplier, we call them suppliers, what supplier you use.
Okay,
Does that make sense?
yes,
Okay, perfect. Now, I'm actually gonna send you, I'm gonna send you one more thing, but I want to go into, I'm gonna send this one to you actually now, just because it's easier. And I put this together. So we also provide you what's called E&O insurance, which is errors and omissions. I know you book your own trips, but what happens if you were to book for like your friend, your best friend, and something goes wrong?
okay,
You are fully responsible for that cost. If she decides to like, you know what, Natasha, you booked this, you made a mistake, now it's gonna cost me $100 more, or it's gonna cost me $2,000 more because of this error. We don't want that for you. So what we give you is called errors and omissions insurance.
that's included in my price?
That is included with everything, everything that we have, yes.
Okay,
So I know with the other company, there was a price. Our price is $89.99, which gets you what I just sent you. Did you get the last photo I sent you?
let's see.
Says
I will check right now.
what you get with your business.
Yes,
Okay, perfect. So you do get an orientation process, which takes you through about an hour. It's going to show you how to register for Disney and Carnival and Expedia, because these companies don't know you. They don't know to pay you. So we need to put your name into the system.
I
You'll,
see, okay,
you'll get all the trainings. So we're going to be working together. We even have areas where you can get free magazines and free brochures. You get to earn discounts on all of your trips. We have travel agent rates with them. We even have a list of all the suppliers, all the companies you're going to be able to use. We have trainings Monday through Friday, some on the weekend as well. We also have all of your perks and benefits. Now, this company is a 1099. Are you familiarized with 1099s?
yes, as a travel nurse, I'm also 1099,
Oh, well, there you go. Perfect. So you do have tax write-offs because you're a travel nurse.
yes,
Perfect. Well, this is also a 1099. So it's also going to be even more things that you can write off as well as a business for your travel.
like that,
So I love that you're familiarized with it. So that is definitely a plus. We also offer a scholarship program. So every year we do award somebody money for them to go to college for like the semester. So we just awarded somebody at our company convention money for school. So whether you're in college or maybe you want to go back, or maybe your child is going to college and you know what, they want to do the scholarship, you'll have an opportunity every year to write an essay. And if they win, they get awarded some money so they can go to school.
he's 15, is something to consider.
There you go. Hey, start saving now.
Right,
And then we also have areas where you have what's called an Evo Rewards program. Now,
Right.
we don't just give you travel discounts. We give you discounts on movie tickets. We give you discounts on Office Depot. So, you know, if school's starting, you need some office stuff for the new book bag or anything, you get a discount on those items. Food, shopping, even your Disney tickets and stuff, there are areas on not just travel, but other things you get discounts on.
Okay.
So I'm a couponer. I love couponing. I love the deals and discounts, especially Office Depot. So those are always really nice to use. And we also have what's called the Evo Plus. We have trainings on all this, so I know you're not seeing it right now. But Evo Plus, just visualize going online and you're looking for a hotel stay, but we have it at a lower rate for you.
Right.
So Evo Plus is a area where you're able to go online. You can compare it to Priceline, hotels.com, booking.com, and you can compare the cost. Our cost is going to be a lower rate, and it's a comparison site. So you can compare it, see which one's better, and you can use it. Now, every time I've used the system, that we can definitely go over that, you're able to get money up front, like fast money.
Okay.
So
Fast.
yes,
I like that.
right? I always hear people like, Courtney, I need money now. I'm like, all right, this is how I can tell you how to make fast money. So there are ways to do that fast money. So I'm actually going to tell you 5 ways in the company where you can make money. And I'll go ahead and text you this. In our company, you do get that 80%.
Okay.
You're also able to do service fees, which I know for a fact in the other company that you're looking at, they are not allowed to do service fees.
Okay.
The other company, I know that you can't upsell a trip. And you can't upsell. So with the Evo Plus, and we have another system where you can upsell trips at a much higher, at a lower rate than what's being offered, and you can make money up front. So I did a trip on Saturday for Costa Rica. It was $125 for an entire week.
Wow. Wait, for the week?
For the week, not per person or per night. It was for the week, up to like 8 people.
Okay.
So I put a flyer on Facebook, said, hey, last minute deal, limited time only. But the normal price, Natasha, was $2,900. So it was $2,900. I sold it for $1,000. So really my profit, because I sold it for $1,000 and the 2 costs was $125 and $875. So honestly, I earned $875 up front. So do I really need to go nurse and go help other people?
Yeah. Not at that point.
Right? So you can upsell. And then we also have what's called our, I like to call it our compensation referral program, quote, our team building side. And I know the other company has one as well. With that side, you get a residual payout. So, we start, once you have 3 people on your team, that is when you're in the profit sharing pool. And then you start earning 10% from each, starting that first agent, you start earning 10% from each agent of directs that you have on your team. Now, I don't know if you spoke to somebody from the other company. On the other company, you need 9 people just to get that 10% started.
Right, first.
Right, and for us, you get it on the first agent.
Okay.
Which is a major plus, because then, if you are just like, oh man, all these people are booking, but I only have 4 people and I'm not earning any money from it. Versus the other company you're looking at, we do have that. So there's definitely pluses towards us. Okay.
I see.
Right? So in order to cover that $89.99 cost, it is a monthly cost. It doesn't cost anything more to do the team building side. So that is the flat rate cost every month.
Okay.
I would be giving you a step-by-step program to start. Step 1, you will do your certificate, which ensures that you can sell travel with Archer Travel. That takes no more than an hour. And it's on your
whole day?
Yeah, it's on your own time. It takes, you'll get a certificate. And then it
Okay.
shows like, hey, Natasha, and I'll have your last name on there. And then you're able to go ahead and start really, utilizing all the tools.
In
So,
the first hour.
so I usually like to say it takes 2 hours because after step 1, I give you step 2, which is your onboarding orientation, which then you're going to register with suppliers. You're going to go ahead and do your like business cards and everything. So at that point, some of our suppliers are instant access and some of them do take maybe up to 3 days. But realistically, I would say it takes 2 hours to kind of get started.
Okay.
Um,
All right.
do you have any questions so far?
Well, I mean, that was a lot.
It is a
That was
lot.
a lot, but I do have a couple of questions. Like,
Okay.
how do you get clients? Like, do you guys give us clients? How does that work?
Right, so clientele, we do have what's called a lead generator. That's when you're gonna put your name into one of our systems. And then you're able to have clients find you and they'll contact you and you can start, booking their trips. However, I do like to show you how to get things moving a little bit faster. Because you can use social media.
Okay.
You can work with other people, like I work with photographers, because photographers, they do engagement pictures. Well, I do honeymoons. I can book honeymoons, so I can work with others. And I'm sure some of the nurse friends that you may have, they probably do other things as well, maybe on the side.
Right.
So it's really connecting with them to see what they do, so then you can do it too. Same thing with like your doctor, you can book trips for your doctor, you can book trips for Uber drivers, you can book them for church groups. So it's really honestly, the big word is networking.
Right.
You can network. Yeah, so especially like, I always tell people if you had to open up a franchise or a small store, how are you gonna get your name out there? Right? There's no lead generator for a local gym. There's no lead generator if you open up like a Krispy Kreme, like you have to put it out there so people know who you are and what you do.
Marketing.
So marketing, yes. Any other questions I can help you with?
So I pay monthly?
So we have you pay monthly just because, we are providing you all the tools to get started, which is that last screen, that last slide I had shown you. You're getting everything. When in realistically, it does cost a lot more to get started. We give you a website, so you don't actually have to buy a website. We give it to you so you can use it. All of our trainings are included, so you're not having to pay for Disney trainings. You can do certificates, which are free. So a lot of this stuff is. Now, the 5 ways that I gave you via text, you can not have to pay that by one, you're earning enough commissions to pay for that every week, right?
Okay.
And if you're really calculating it out, that's probably less than, what is this? About, let's just say $25, $25 a week. That's what you need to make a week just to pay for the service, right? If you do the team building side, once you start at about 3, I'd say 6 people is the best. Then you're not actually having to pay us because all that money is going to sit in a virtual wallet. If there's enough money in the virtual wallet, they're going to take that money out. Then you don't have to pay. And you pocket the rest. So that was something that I had decided. You don't have to do that right away. If you would like to, you definitely can. But that is an option. That is an option for you.
I like options. I like
It's like when we go to the grocery store, I'm like, cereal do you want? I'm like, 3 choices. So
options are good.
yeah, and I'm kind of glad that you are quote shopping. You went shopping around for companies to really kind of look and compare. Because it's really important for you to find what's best for you. And there's a reason why 8 years ago I chose this company over others. I do really geared towards what's called family. It's really important for me. and having a good mentor. I have great mentors and I have other leaders that I do look up to. And I get to learn from not just my mentor, but I get to learn from others. So you're gonna,
Support.
right?
Different people bring different things to the table.
Yes, yes. So you're not just gonna learn from myself, you're gonna learn from me, you're gonna learn from all of our corporate trainers. And then during we have events a couple of times a year, so you can go to those if you like. So there's definitely a lot. Now, I know it can be overwhelming in the beginning, so I'm definitely going to work with you step by step by step. It's not something where you sign in and then you're figuring things out on your own.
Okay,
Okay,
I do like that.
perfect. So Natasha, I'm just gonna go ahead and say this because I feel like this is you already, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Welcome aboard, because it sounds like you're really gearing towards this kind of career for yourself.
You know what? I feel like you're right, and I really think I'm in. It seems like this is where I wanted to be, and I did my research, and I feel like this is a good choice, a good fit.
Okay, awesome. Well, I love that, and I can't wait to be able to work with you. So Natasha, what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna go ahead and send you, this is my personal number, by the way, so you can call and text anytime.
Okay.
If I don't answer, it's because I'm on a meeting or I'm sleeping, but I will get back to you ASAP.
Okay.
I'm gonna send you a text. Let me know when you get the text message.
I can do that. I got it.
Okay, perfect. So I gave you a list of instructions. That link is my link. It's gonna have my name on there. If you can do me a favor and open up that link, and I'm just gonna walk you through the sign up process. All right, perfect. You're gonna go ahead and actually fill out all those boxes. What I would like for you to do is just leave the company box blank, because you're Natasha, you're not a company. So you just leave that blank. And remember, you do get a website, but seeing as we don't know what you want to name yourself, you're gonna go ahead and just put your first and last name in that box. So I'll be on hold for right now with you, so you can go ahead and fill those out, and then let me know when you get to the website. And I'm gonna actually open up the link as well with you, so I can follow along. Okay.
You said, let you know when I get to the website at the bottom here.
Yes. And don't forget to put in the social security number. I don't see that. That is for corporate, that is just for tax purposes. So when you make $600 or more in the company, you will get a 1099 come the end of January, February is when you'll get that.
Well, I'm at the website.
Ooh, fast typer.
A
Okay.
little bit. It's auto-filled, it's auto-filled.
Ah, yeah, I need to do that on mine. So now I just say put your first and last name, because if you choose a business name, it may be somebody else's business name. So just put your first and last name, and then let me know when you do that.
I have a hyphen in my last name, does that matter?
I don't think so. If it gets kicked back, then it probably is.
Okay.
But we'll know if it gets kicked back. If it doesn't, then just leave it out. And we can change it. So this website name is not set in stone. This is just for now. I like to say it's easily changeable like a t-shirt.
Got it.
Okay, now when you get to the password, it does state to try to use a name that represents, oh, here it says, try to use a name that represents you and your company. Please do not use invalid characters such as spaces or any of the special characters. So really, Natasha, just use letters and numbers only.
Got it.
Right, perfect. And at that point, you should be able to just be clicking the other boxes. Now, remember, it does say right there that this is a 10-day money back guarantee.
Okay, well, that's good to know.
So I would say, you know, we want to be able to, I'm gonna work with you in the next, 10 days. We'll get everything together, but you know what, if it's not for you, it's not for you, but always say, you know what, it does take more than 10 days to give something a try. And really
Yes.
make money. I always like to compare it to weight loss. It definitely takes more than 10 days to lose weight.
True story, true story.
And then after you click the next button, it's gonna take you to a screen that looks like it has credit card icons on it.
Yes.
Okay, it doesn't say click here, so you just have to actually click on the actual icon itself. I know I had somebody like, it doesn't say anything, like, yeah, you just have to actually click the photo. So at this point, you should be able to see a screen now, which just has the card information.
It does.
Okay, so go ahead and fill out that card information, and when you're done and click submit, the first screen you're gonna screenshot because it's gonna have your ID number on it.
Okay, you said screenshot it?
Yes, or you can write the number down. Did you receive a screen that has an ID number? It should say like, welcome.
I do.
Hey, well, congratulations. Hey, so Natasha, can you do me a favor? Can you just text me that ID number? I'm gonna plug it into my phone. So I'll have your name, your ID number, location, so then I know where you're located and I'll just put in Houston, so I know every time I call you, you're in Houston. And I'll have your ID number. So while you do that, let me go ahead and check my back office here, which should have you listed. Okay, there you are. It's Natasha. Awesome. This is going to be really exciting for you because now you have such knowledge already about 1099s. You have knowledge about when it comes to the marketing. It sounds like you're a pretty go-getter with, working, being in the nursing field for 18 years. That's pretty impressive. And you know what, and maybe something that other nurses may want to get into as well, as they may be in the same boat as you for that many years.
Looking for a little freedom.
Right. So at this point, Natasha, I am going to add you to a travel agent chat group. So in case I'm unavailable, you can ask questions in the travel agent chat group. I'm going to have you mute them. No hard feelings. I muted them for 8 years. So it's okay. But there's going to be a list of things for you to do. I'm actually just going to start you with step 1 right now, which I'm going to go ahead and send you a text on how to get to step 1. Okay. It's going to walk you through the back office. And I know you said before that, you only have an hour, which our time is almost up. So with that, the step 1 I sent you is literally going to walk you through how to get to your certificate for you to complete.
Okay. And have you write to like when I will send?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you can just let me know when you finish it. And then when you can, I'm gonna send you my Facebook page so we can connect on social media together.
Okay.
And then just send me a picture of yourself. It could be a fun picture, it could be, a nursing picture, doesn't matter. It's just for my welcome flyer, just so I can introduce you to the group.
Okay.
Awesome.
I'm excited.
Yeah, no problem, Natasha. Thank you so much for your time. This is gonna be really great. I'm looking forward to getting to know you even more. And I will see you online. We'll go ahead and schedule a Zoom meeting this week so we can get online and I can show you some stuff so we can get that money in fast.
Okay.
Awesome, Natasha.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a great rest of the day.
All right, you as well.
Thank you. Bye-bye. All right. Whew, you guys make me nervous. All right, guys, let's stop the screen here. I did see a handful of things in the chat. If it's pertaining to team building, we can go over it. How was that? That took about, let me see the time mark on here. I always like to time myself with these things. Let's see. Let's see, was 37 minutes, which a couple with, a couple of chatting sessions. So I say about a 30 minutes, done. So, and you guys can unmute. Questions, comments, concerns? Anything team building wise that you guys you want to?
Hello? Hi,
Yes.
can you hear me? Okay,
Yes.
so I noticed how you let's see, like connected with I guess what she does for work currently in order to like lead her towards like becoming a travel agent. Is that kind of a good way to handle it?
Can you repeat? I'm sorry, I did not hear you.
I said I noticed how you kind of like led with what she does for work to kind of
Oh,
lead her towards becoming a travel agent.
yes.
Is that kind of something that you want to do?
I do that because I want to build a relationship. I want to know what she does or what anybody does so that I can help them geared towards how that will fit into her life. Right? So like I had somebody that does baseball for her, or cheerleading, sorry, not baseball, cheerleading. So that helps me know that, hey, do you book for the cheerleaders? Is it just for your daughter? Like, what does that look like? Because if she's booking already for, her group, her cheerleading group, well, then you can make money on that. So I'm really just trying to build that relationship somehow, somewhere. Does that make sense?
It does. And my other thing was, you kept mentioning the other company, so I'm assuming she had told you that she was looking into another company.
She did. Yes, she
Okay.
did tell me, yeah, she did mention a company that she was looking into, and I know the ins and outs of the couple of the other companies out there, just because I've researched on my own what they offer and what we offer, so then I have the knowledge of knowing what we have versus what another company would have and why I chose this company and that, that pros and cons. Does that make sense, guys?
Okay. Yeah. So you would recommend researching other travel companies in order to like help.
I wouldn't say research. It's very, very rare that somebody comes to me saying, well, I looked at this company versus this company. I don't really get that often. I just personally know the other company because I've been in evolution for now 8 years. So I do have knowledge from the other companies. This is where getting on the phone with your founder council, your gold or platinum, because they do have that knowledge to get you on a 3-way call to answer those types of questions.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Thank you.
so guys, I wanted you to see, because in the back office, you do have the presentation slides you guys can definitely use. So if you were to do this on quote the phone, if you, would like that option, definitely obviously use your leaders, your founder council, and, the corporate presentations, and definitely those 3-way calls, those do help. But, you can use this as a guide, because on here, there's Archer Travels info. There it is, right? And what makes up the travel industry. And I did say, you can do sports travel, business travel. I did cover Evo Plus, right? And you can talk about how it compares to another source like Expedia. I did talk a little bit about a couple of the companies, right? I did talk about the 80% and 10% splits. I did talk about that. I spoke about the cruise facts, and this is the one screen that you saw. I just made it a little bit for myself, but there's that one. She did ask how to gain clients, so there's a slide right there. I did speak a little bit about Evo rewards. And these are things for you guys to dig into the back office to look at what is available to you. So you can use this. We did speak a little bit about perks, right? I didn't go through all the perks, but I went through a few of them. There's this one that says what you get with your business, which is the same one that I have. I just added a little bit more for myself. And I did go over, how much the cost is. I did go over a little bit about the residual payout when it comes to team building. I did skip a couple of these things. There is that scholarship also that I mentioned a little bit. Right, and you do have, quote, this recap of how much the cost is, 10-day money back, and all that here. So you can use these as like a reference for yourself. Does that make sense? Okay. I'm gonna go ahead. Thank you, everybody, for attending. If you're here live, don't go anywhere. I'm just gonna go ahead and stop the screen. Thank you so much, everybody. My name is Courtney Palladino. I've been in the company for 8 years, founder council, 2-star platinum. I have a 100K ring income earner, and I'm 6-time IATN card holder. I will see you guys at the beaches of the world. If not, I'll see you guys at the bank.